nature walk, doggy walk, whatever YouTube. This is Matt Rock. I hope y'all having a great day wherever y'all are at, man. I don't have to go into work a little bit later, so I thought I'd give y'all a video in nature, man. Beautiful, luscious greens right now. But what's up, man? Hope y'all are doing good, man. Why I stopped smoking weed. Now, this isn't a video to promote propaganda. Oh, if you smoke weed, you're bad. Nah, bro. Like, I smoked hella weed, and if it benefits you, you find yourself being less anxious off of it, I'm all happy for it. But in this video, man, I'm just gonna give the 4 biggest reasons why I stopped smoking weed and pretty much why, like, I've lived a relatively sober life now. But yeah, don't wanna waste any of your time, bro. I keep showing y'all where I'm at. You know the vibes. Woo! Let's hop right to this video, man. So number 1, the biggest reason why is because, dude, I would become the biggest beta male like every time I smoked weed. And I just don't know why, man. See, when I would smoke, I would become hyper analytical about other people around me, and I start caring what other people think and stuff like that. So, and dude, like, it's just a lot of like information to process when you're just trying to have a good time, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, sober me, like, I'm loud, I'm extroverted, like, I don't give a fuck who I run into type shit. I wouldn't care, but when I was hot, I'd always be more delicate, and I don't know, I always felt kind of like a former shell of myself, right? And talk to people, I'd be like, I literally could not formulate the words. But then, like, I couldn't look people in the eye, bro. Like, I couldn't look people in the eye. I wasn't, like, confident. I always thought I was gonna, like, fuck up and say something awkward, which I had a bunch of times on it, right? But I would just become the biggest beta male. Dog, what are we doing? What the fuck? What are you doing? That just pretty much drove me to, like, stop smoking weed a whole lot of times. Number 2 is I would become hella paranoid, man. And, like, the paranoia would be real. Every time I smoked weed, I always thought, like, people were judging me and shaming me, or that the police were always out to get me. They just appear randomly. But the biggest thing is, man, is that every time I would smoke, it always feel like that everything that I was repressing, I did not want to think about. It would just always just push it right to light. Like, weed is weird like that. Like, whatever you're repressing, it'll just push it to light. And I just did not want to deal with what was on my mind. I did not want to do that. I just wanted to enjoy and kick it with my friends, but it would never allow me to do that, right? When it came to this paranoia, man, just because it would just push so many things to light, bro, I would have a bad weed trip, bro. That's even a thing. Too much information to process over time. I'm stuck in my head with 1,000 thoughts, and there's no way for me to escape it. I just have to sit there and deal with it, right? I know some of y'all are gonna be like, well, Matthew, sounds like you're smoking sativa. You gotta smoke indica. And yeah, you're right, bro. I would like to smoke like indica. It was chill, but none of the dealers I ever bought from knew what freaking strains they were getting. There's, oh yeah, it's just gas, bro. Every dealer will tell you it's gas, bro. But it goes deep into that, man. I did some pretty thorough research on why this is an issue. So what had happened that one time I got high, and I pretty much recorded like a video now about, you know, what are my thoughts, what are my insecurities, you know, what was really like bothering me, right? And I tried to watch it sober after I recorded it high to see if I could like pierce the veil and like break it. And, you know, it just, stop. You're not gonna catch his ass. You're not gonna catch a squirrel. Nothing would work for me, guys. Nothing would literally work for me. So yeah, number 2 is I would just become super paranoid off of it, and it just wouldn't help me, man. Number 3, and this is probably perhaps the biggest issue with weed, is weed makes everything fun, and that's the problem. Weed makes boring activities fun, and that becomes super addicting, right? Like if you're bored scrolling on your phone, why not smoke? If you're playing Warzone, why not smoke? If you're binge watching movies, why not smoke? It just makes everything a little bit better, and it livens the mood. And what it does is that this makes you okay with doing boring, mundane activities that actually have nothing to do with your benefit, right? And I'm not saying that every single activity you do has to include your benefit. Nah, bro, I want to like chill out and play Warzone and just fucking binge watch anime. But I'm saying, like, it's on a consistent basis where if you just use it to smoke every single time, you just become okay with just doing boring shit. Like, it almost kind of like, for me, it took like the life out of me. It made me okay just doing a bunch of dull ass stuff. And you got to figure out how to do that in moderation, man. But just really, number 3 is like, dude, like, it makes everything boring. It makes everything boring fun, and that's an issue with it. And number 4, last but not least, is weed is just the greatest way for you to make fake friends. Like, I can't even tell you how many people I smoke weed with who I know nothing about. I don't even know their names. It's just the one similarity you'll have with people, to where people who have nothing in common or mutual whatsoever, they'll have the one thing with weed, and that's literally it, right? And, you know, growing up, everyone wants to smoke weed, everyone wants to do it because it's cool and whatnot, and, you know, you try to fit in, right? So you just get people who hang out with you solely on the basis that y'all have weed. That's the only reason y'all are hanging out, bro. Hit them up for anything else? Nah, bro, you got weed? Nah, bro, I can't make it, bro. Hold on, bro, you got an eighth? Nah, bro, I can't make it come through, bro. So, hey, chill y'all ass out. I'll be trying to pull me and shit, man. But you gotta recognize, man, that's like, because like when you smoke and it's cool and it's high, it's chill then. But dude, a lot of times weed can turn people into like fiends, bro. Like people, you got weed. Oh, can we come through? You got weed, and then we got weed, and like it's just like, dude, like, are we gonna do anything else besides smoke weed? Oh no, okay, then I'll never see you again. That's just my personal opinion, man. I've literally had people I've been great to, and you know, that's just my personal preference, man. It's the only time we'd hang out is when we'd smoke weed. Anything outside of that, we'd never see each other. We'd never hang out and stuff of that nature. So it was just different for me, man. I wasn't really too big of a fan of it. But yeah, number 4 is like, you start smoking weed too much.